And care to share the names of those schools you attended back in those days?
So we got popular real quick when I was 15. So I only was able to do Rainbow Elementary in Decatur, Georgia, Chapel Hill Middle in Decatur, Georgia, a little bit, and then Chapel Hill Middle in Douglasville, Georgia, Alexander High School, Chapel Hill High School, and then we went to Ombudsman, which is like bad behavior. But we ain't had bad behavior. We was just popular.
For those in the audience, getting to know you for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
I was born in Decatur, Illinois.
And care to share where you were raised?
I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia.
And what age for the move, and what was the reason back then?
Now I can say it because it's not that anymore. So I come from like two drug dealers. Both of my parents was drug dealers. My mom ended up moving, getting away for a minute, and then I was living with my grandma, me and my sister. My other sisters was older because my mom got 4 girls. Well, my mom really don't play about that either. Like my mom and my dad, they was married, and then they had 4 daughters. They was trying for a boy. I'm the youngest. So that aspect, we were there in Illinois for a minute. Mom moved to get stable in Georgia, and then she came and got us, and then we went to Georgia. I think I was probably like 11, because I told you elementary. So I was like I did like 5th grade, you know.
And do you still reside in Atlanta today?
Yeah, I still live in Atlanta, but I love being by the ocean, so I got a place in Miami too.
Now, how far do you go back and forth?
Now, since it's like permanent and it's just got locked down, I'm pretty for sure it's gonna be half and half. I got to be here more for my PR and my music and me working, and then vacation. When they tell me no interviews, nothing to do, oh, I'm gonna be by the ocean relaxing. That's like my peace. I love hot weather.
And what age did you make that decision to permanently get a location in Miami?
I bought my house like 2 years ago, and I was like, okay, I would say like this spot is not like my dream place in Miami. I want to buy like a few income properties and then get steady. It's not really smart to invest into properties right now. When I was investing into a property, it was actually like a good timing. But I wouldn't like advise people to invest. Like the interest rates is crazy. Everything is up right now. Taxes, I mean, everything is just up. So you really just should research before you invest into a home. So yeah, once I got a home in Atlanta, and then I'm like December come around and it get cold, I don't like that. So it came around probably, I've been going to Miami for like 4 years now. So probably like when I was 27.
And care to share your current age at this point?
I'm 31. I was born in 1992.
And what month and what day, perhaps?
September the 21st.
Now, when it comes to Decatur, Illinois, when it comes to Atlanta, Georgia, was it a certain portion that you resided in those areas? Did it get any more specific than those city names, for example, for you?
No, we was really low key. Like we was popular, but we was traveling a lot. I was always on the road doing shows like in high school, doing award shows and stuff. So, like I told you, we went to Ombudsman. So it was like a behavioral school. We only had school from Monday through Thursday. Friday we didn't have school, which was perfect because we had shows Friday, Saturday, even on Sundays sometimes.
Now, you use the phrase behavioral, but is it also another phrase that's used sometimes as an alternative school?
Yeah, alternative school.
Got it.
But most people look at alternative school like you had behavioral issues. Most people who went there, it was bad as fuck.
And when you say for you it was because you were doing shows and things of that nature, if it wasn't behavioral, then was it a low attendance that got you in?
No, we was causing too much disturbance. So we didn't see it like that. We know how popular we was. I mean, I started at 15 making videos in my mom's basement. So, yeah. You know, I was in high school then. I was in 9th grade.
Now, because it wasn't behavioral and it was because of popularity, and assuming you felt like you were getting punished for popularity?
I was happy. I was happy that they put us in that school because I told you I was traveling. And then we only went to school from a certain time. It just made way more sense. It was like 12 to 6.
Was there ever a thought on perhaps homeschooling back then?
No. My mom always worked hard. My dad was in prison from when I was like 8 to 18. But I had a stepdad. Shout out to Bruce. So I didn't like miss none of that like treatment of having a father around. But no.
And How is your relationship with your biological father?
It's great. Me and my dad, we can talk about anything. I can call him taking a shot. I can call him and tell him about what I just did, no matter what it is. It's the type of relationship that most people don't have with their father.
So good relationship with your biological father and good relationship also with your stepfather.
Yeah, my stepfather, but they never got married. They was just together for 10 years. So that's why I say he's my stepfather, because when my dad was absent, he was there from that time. And then him and my mom split up probably around when I was like 18. So, yeah.
And do you still keep in contact with him by any chance?
All the time. Father's Day, I send him stuff. I go see him. I keep in contact with both of them. I'm close to my dad and my stepdad.
Now, there are some in the audience that don't have good relationships with their biological father or their step-parent. And we're using the phrase step loosely, as you described, based on the circumstances. Mm-hmm. But how were you able to have good relationships, healthy relationships, it sounds like, assuming here, with both of these when there are some in the audience that lack that?
Well, I feel like that comes down to different issues. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get into that because I don't really know what other people have been through with their parents and stuff. But I feel like communication, comprehension, them actually understanding me. I never had to really not be who I am. We always laughed. We had an Osborne Day with my mom one day. And then, an Osborne Day for us was to where we could cuss. So I don't even know how old I was. But I wasn't at an age where you should be cussing, And she let us have one. And then we was just cussing. But not towards her, but it was being more fluid. You know what I'm saying? Not around her either. Not until we was grown, we wasn't cussing around her. But we had an Osborne Day. I don't think no kids really had that.